1% of the population own over 90% of its wealth, while 50% of black men are unemployed, praying to higher self. Yet you wonder why I'm angry. Just plain sick and tired of being the last hired on and or the first fired upon, unless it's the army or the line for vaccines where the side effects an autopsy might decipher. Can't forget the lifers. From construction to computer technology, only one place to find a job, the state-sponsored, privately owned prison factory, strangely related to sweatshops and diamond mines in countries that reject our ideology. Nowadays, between jihads, bipartisan retards, and good old-fashioned occupation, it's easy to lose faith in God, but damn hard to distinguish gentrification from globalization. In the not-too-distant present, Christianity was a gift, like smallpox blankets and needle exchanges, shared like judgment at a lynching by military, I mean missionary boats. And the difference between savage and man was found in the fine print of hypocritical Bible quotes. Now they just shove democracy down the world's throat. Call it the Heimlich maneuver. But at least Hitler wasn't nodding like a dope fiend when seen publicly speaking. But by then, classism is marginalized at the Minority Report, while in Congress and court, human rights are left in the dust of photo ops and sound bites of policies spinning sharecropping in a new light. If hindsight is the mother of revisionist history, I piss on Reagan's grave and call it the trickle-down theory. Forgive me. Sometimes humor has to be hostile, but as humanity's apostle, I toggle between what's fair and what's possible. When the Pope is a pimp, arranging the marriage of church and state to convince you of an afterlife worthy of wait, while half the world is starving and the other half is trying to lose weight. Wait. It seems democracy and capitalism will never sleep in the same bed as long as lies are fed, like why internment camps are built in the US by FEMA and blood is shed in prefabricated walls for WMDs no one can finger to perpetuate some fantasy like American life honeymoon, when from womb to tomb, 1% of the world, 1% of the population owns 90% of its wealth, while 50% of black men are unemployed, praying to higher self. Yet politicians argue over national health. Care to explain why only penguins and polar bears are mourning global warming? Is the fire drill for hell, but oil's well that ends well, and dead men tell no tales. So if you open your mouth, best believe your phone getting tapped, finances froze, then pimp slapped with the label of being un-American. And all I can say in response is, you have to first be considered something before you are not it anymore.